Was that chocolate? I thought you were opening a car part or something important.
Hello, welcome back to the channel everybody. Today we are working on the S15. Haha, I got you, it's a 14. Wish it was a 15. My plan is this week to try and get it turning over, see how we get on. First things first, the starter motor's coming off because there's a small issue with it and I'm not sure what it is, but we should find out. So let's get it off. Right, so the starter motor is got a potential issue. Also, I was feeling the cold, so I've now dressed for the occasion. Surprisingly, it's not a different day. So, yeah, starter motor is a bit... I have to get another one because it's old. Oh my. Kinda glad I'm taking this off now because that shouldn't be the case. Is using impact therapy. Definitely no. Oh, whoops. So I'm new to Mazda engines. I'm probably not gonna edit that out because I made a boo-boo. There's actually 3 bolts holding the starter motor in one of these engines. That's news to me. What a fucking knob. Oh, well that's the start out. Right, there we go. Let's go for a bit of better light. So the issue that has come to arise is that it shouldn't be like that, it should be like that. So we're going to try and get this off. Right, we'll go to the back. Spanner. Oh. Need to do some fiberglass into these as well. So I don't know why this is bananaed like this, but it sure as hell is not meant to be. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so my suspicion, we've got a goosed starter motor. Not sure if I can replace that, but for the price of these, there's no point replacing a bolt when I can pick one up for like 20 quid. So yeah, looks like you ain't going to be turning it over today. Probably Monday. Well, let's go and find something else to do. What should we do, Sean? You think? Ideas?
Go for a joyride.
You know what? Why? That's a grand idea. Shame the S14 doesn't run because I'd love to have taken that a wee spin. Why don't we do a spot of welding on the cage? get some etch primer down on it once it's welded, and try and why don't we just try and get everything neatened up so ready for painting and stuff. Right, now that we can hear again. So the plan is I want to try and get this as clean as possible, obviously, so bits that are needing tarted up, especially for shell wise, I'm going to try and get that, as much as that done as possible. It's going to be a long bit of work, but it'll thank me for it later. Just all the bits that are needing done are getting done. This side's not actually that bad compared to other bits, but yeah, I'm just trying to think what was all those wee bits and bobs that were needing a wee weld on it. So yeah, you can see it's had it before. I'm going to chuck stuff down again when I'm done, and then it'll get a fresh coat. Just weird things like that, really. Yeah, long way to go. We'll get there though, we'll fucking get there. Literally, yeah. There's a lot. Most of it needs stripped. Like, what it needs is blasted, I think. Fucking a sandblaster, but a sandblaster is a bit too fucking rough, I would say. I'm back. been a while. So what we're doing today is I'm going to take the front coilovers off. We're going to buff all the interior side here out and down back to metal, and then we're going to zinc coat it, then primer it, and then we're going to paint it nice and white. Sills will get the same as well. I'm also just going to flatten off everything that looks rough that's been painted before, welded sorry, before. So that's the plans, and I've got an upgrade, got a new impact gun, second hand, but Milwaukee. So yeah, I'll just take the coilovers off and go off at that, and then we'll get everything nice and clean. Bits like that we're going to clean up and all that, and then these welds will clean up nicely as well. That's not really welded in very well in my eyes. That's probably going to need to be redone, but sort of stuff like that we'll clean up, get it looking good and nice and fresh. So yeah, and we'll get a zinc coat and then primer it and then paint it. That's kind of what we're looking for. It would be even more down, but it's kind of hard to get into little edges like that, but we'll get all the way along, all that up in here, along there. Get all nice back, and then we'll put some crust on it just to treat these areas that are bad. This whole area here was needing treated. That's all right here. It's got shiny metal coming through a bit here as well, and along there. So yeah, see when it's finished, all buffed down. It's not quite finished yet, but this is kind of what we're looking at just now. Try to buff as much as we can, but you can see the darker spots is where I need to put some rust treat on. Needs to be below down, but we're trying to get up into the top now. But for an old 94 Sylvia, it's not too bad actually up there. Once we're finished we'll get a proper good look, but yeah, we're bringing it back to life slowly. Just really get rid of that piece there because it's horrendous, flatten them off, that's needing a wee look at there. But yeah, getting there slowly.
Make a life for myself.
See how it's turning like black when we put it on bits that were rusty. That's it, chemical reacting with the rust, so it's actually turning it back. I had to finish early the other night, so I actually just quickly chucked down the zinc and some primer just to protect the bare metal, but got a couple more wee bits like up here and just in there, if you can see, just in the inner side of the turret to finish off, so we'll quickly rip that and then redo it, and then we'll go to the other side. a zinc spray to just go straight in the metal, and then I put the etch primer on top just to protect as best I can. Just a wee bit bent. Pretty much ran out of disc, so I need to get another one, so I'm going to quickly clean it off and then we'll quickly give it a wee paint with a zinc and primer, and then I need to get another one of these. So obviously you can see the crust's turning the places that there's rust black. You see how it's like silver, then it goes black. That's it reacting with the rust. Meant to turn it back to metal, or it's just a chemical reaction anyway. So this side was really quite bad, so I've had to do quite a lot on this side. As you can see, I still have to do all up there, but for the time being, this is all I can do just now. So yeah, I did. We quickly paint it, and then what we'll do is we'll end the episode there. So it's quite a big mission, this. That was better protected than bare metal. Once I've got a new disc, I'll come back. I know it seems really counterproductive, but it might be a few days before I'm back again, so just doing it to protect the out a bit better. So, but yeah, both arches sort of done. They need welding. We'll get there. But can end the episode there. So thanks for watching everybody, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time, and I do apologise on the big delays. I'm going to try and get more content up soon. Try and get a bit more regular again, because I've got this month and then I'm going to be off again for probably a couple of months, and then I'll be back for limited episodes coming up over the next probably 6 months. Maybe once a month, maybe I'll try and do. So see how we go on. So cheers.